I think Niko is an outstanding character in Blue Lock, and his development throughout the series is really underrated. He was known in the beginning as someone with the same spatial awareness like Isagi, but gets defeated simply because he passed instead of scoring like a real striker would. This moment of embarrassment for Niko causes him to change, and we see the character he is now known as today. Niko was a secret link of Team Y that allowed their defense to be extremely well. Isagi eventually realizes that Niko was the mastermind behind everything. Niko and Isagi both have the same eyes, yet Niko says he is the one controlling the game. Niko has outstanding awareness of where he needs to be on the field in every situation, and also how to manipulate players on the field. His planning and strategy is amazing, and he reads everything against Isagi in the Team Y vs Z match. Niko plans an all-out secret attack and is revealed as the one leading Team Y in their secret weapon. In a critical moment, Niko decides to pass, and this costs him, as Isagi knows it all too well as someone who would always pass as well. This was a big transition for Isagi as he recreates himself as a striker who does not need the pass to make the game-winning goal. Isagi tells Niko he knew he would pass and that he's not meant to be a striker. After losing, Niko is crushed and is crying his eyes out as Isagi had just crushed his dreams. Later on, after the first selection, Niko has actually survived in Blue Lock after becoming a top scoring player on his team. He realized after playing Isagi that he needed to change and started to score on his own and stop passing. He changed his whole style to make goals. He tells Isagi that his goal against him is the reason he is still here, and his goal is to crush Isagi next time he sees him. We now see Niko again after passing the second selection, and he tells Isagi that he has learned that you have to steal the main role for yourself. He has had enough of sitting on the sidelines and wants to be the main protagonist as well. Niko was picked as a regular for the under 20 match as center back because of his intelligence and high spatial ability. During the match, Niko gets overtaken by KiiNGKhyy, and he eventually ends up scoring a goal. Niko gets told by Ego he was picked because of his vision and ability to grasp the state of the field. He is now Blue Lock's watchtower. With his ability, he is able to detect any players that might be a threat to scoring. He's able to stop Sendo with recognizing the way he set up a trap that was laid down by KiiNGKhyy. Niko was noticing the imbalance and recklessness that Shido has created since entering the game. Nonetheless, he still recognizes that Shido plans on destroying the whole field by himself. Even with the new awakening with Shido, Niko is still able to stop Shido in his security area. His defense is now like an unbreakable wall. Niko stops the goal that Shido would have undoubtedly scored, but in doing so, he gets a yellow card and his ankle is messed up. He steps on Shido and mistakes him as a bug, which is a very egotistical comment. Niko tells Isagi he couldn't stop him without fouling, even though he could see it clearly. Just like Isagi, his eyes can see everything in advance, but his physical body just cannot keep up with it yet. Niko was able to pinpoint exactly where KiiNGKhyy's pass would land, which no one else was able to see. He even notices how Sendo was being a distraction, which caused him to hesitate in that moment. He's completely reading every situation so much faster and simultaneously noticing every player on the field. Niko then realizes how fun it is to play defense and crush the forwards. He is frustrated he can't score goals, but I think he found his new passion and skills meant for defense. He was always good at creating a rock-solid defense line, even on Team Y. He is not afraid of changing anymore, and thanks to Isagi because he is the one who made him change and grow into the person he is now. Niko has sprained his ankle and now had to be subbed out for the rest of the game, which is unfortunate. I think his game sense would only keep increasing throughout that game had he had showed more of his weapon. Now in the Neo Egoist League, Niko joins the Italian Ubers team with the likes of Baro and KiiNGKhyy. I think this would be a huge developmental process for Niko as he is teaming with the best defender in Blue Lock, which is KiiNGKhyy, and Italy is known for their slyness and tactics. They have a history of scoring a goal, then using their defense to stall out the rest of the game, which fits Niko perfectly. Niko's abilities will thrive in this type of system, and he will have another ascension of skills coming up soon. Isagi has learned metavision and sees the field differently, and I think that Niko will definitely enter that type of state eventually. To enter flow, someone needs a challenge that allows them to fulfill their goal. Ryo's challenge was to help Nagi, and Isagi's challenge is to dethrone Kaiser. These challenges allow them to enter flow, and I think Niko's challenge will be able to defeat Isagi, so he will enter a new stage of flow and we will see how he holds in comparison to others. I think Niko is a very underrated character and overshadowed at times because he plays defense, but in reality he is another Isagi just on defense. When these two can play on the same team with their new skills, they will be unstoppable. I am excited to see this Niko and KiiNGKhyy team up against Kaiser Impact and Isagi's new metavision. This will be a great test, and Niko has now changed completely. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Peace.